Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name Hamid Zafri.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Daniel bin Muhammad Hashim Pun.
My name is Edo Daud.
And my name is Muhammad Ani Ashraf bin Ismail.
Welcome to our academic podcast discussion. So today we will discussing a topic entitled stress induced immune suppression in intensive poultry farming. So as we know, the poultry industry is one of the most important livestock sector worldwide because it supplies affordable and high quality animal protein. So modern intensive production system often expose bird to various stressors that can negatively affect their health and welfare. So in this discussion, we will explain how stress affect the immune system of poultry, analysis of farm case scenario, and discuss a possible management intervention that can reduce disease risk and improve overall productivity. So let's begin by understanding why this issue important in the modern poultry production. So for the first introduction and objective, as shown in this slide, intensive farming significantly improve production efficiency and allow farmers to produce largest number of birds within a relatively short period. However, this system also exposes birds to multiple environmental and management stressors. So when one bird experience chronic stress, their immune system may become compromised, making them become vulnerable to infectious disease. So our discussion today to focus on three main objectives. First, we will explain the physiological mechanism behind stress-induced immunosuppression. Second, we will analysis a farm level case scenario involving respiratory disease and poor performance. So finally, we will propose evidence-based management strategy to improve the health and welfare.
All right, thank you, Hamis. That's an important point because many farmers focus mainly on productivity while sometimes overlooking the biological consequence of chronic stress. Can we move to the slide 3? Okay. Before discussing immunosuppression, we first need to understand what stress actually means. Stress can be defined as a psychological response to an environmental or management challenge that disrupt normal body function. In poultry production, birds may experience stress from various sources. Some common examples include rough handling during catching, transportation, feed restriction, or ventilation, overcrowding, and heat stress. Uh,
Uh, Two, among these treasure, which one consider the most significant in commercial poultry production?
Generally, heat stress, transportation, and overcrowding are among the most frequently reported stressors because they occur regularly in intensive farming system. When these stressors occur continuously, birds struggle to maintain their psychological balance, and this eventually affects their immune function.
Oh, so stress is not just behavior issue. It can actually trigger physiological change inside the body.
Exactly. That those psychological change are what eventually lead to immunosuppression.
So next is slide HPA axis. Now let's look at the biological mechanism involved. When bird encounter environmental stressor, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis or HPA axis become activated. The process begins when the hypothalamus detect a stress signal. This stimulates the pituitary gland, which subsequently activates the adrenal gland. The adrenal gland then releases corticosterone, which is the primary stress hormone in poultry.
Speaker 4.
Why is corticosterol is important?
In the short term, corticosteroid help bird cope with stressful situations by mobilizing reserve. However, prolonged elevation of corticosterone can negatively affect immune function. The word, while the hormone is useful for survival during acute stress, chronic exposure become harmful.
The immune suppression that we observe is largely consequences of corona corticosterone release.
Exactly.
Mm,
To understand immune suppression, we also need to understand how the poultry immune system normally works. The immune system can be divided into innate immunity and adaptive immunity. Innate immunity acts as the first line of defense and includes macrophages, neutrophil, and other cellular responders that really attack fighting pathogens. The immunity is more specialized and involve B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. B cell produce antibodies that neutralize pathogen, while T cell provides mediated defense against infected cell.
What happens when birds are under prolonged stress?
Uh, the activity of this immune cell become reduced, antibody production decrease, immune response become weaker, and disease resistance decline. As a result, birds become more susceptible to infection.
Let's connect the previous concept. When stress become chronic, corticosterone level remain elevated. This cause several negative effects. First, lymphocyte activity decrease. Second, antibody production become less effective. Third, vaccine response may become weaker. Finally, susceptibility to disease increase significantly.
Okay. This explains why farm experiencing chronic stress often report a recurring disease outbreak despite following vaccination program.
Exactly. The immune system is still present, but its effectiveness is greatly reduced.
Okay. Now let's move to scenario. A large scale poultry farm report a high incidence of respiratory disease after transportation and overcrowding. The bird show reduced performance and increased mortality, although some biosecurity measures were in place. Stock intensity remained high.
At first glance, some people might assume the disease itself is the primary problem. Do you agree?
Not entirely. The disease outbreak may actually be the consequence of underlying management problem. Transportation and overcrowding are significant stressors that can be suppress immunity before disease symptoms even appear.
Let's discuss transportation first. During transportation, bird experience handling stress, vibration, temperature fluctuation, feed withdrawal, and dehydration. All these factors stimulate corticosterone secretion.
At the same time, overcrowding increases competition for feed and water. It also reduces air quality and increases ammonia accumulation. Poor air quality damage the respiratory tract can make birds more vulnerable to respiratory pathogens.
So the bird are facing both increased pathogen exposure and reduced immune protection simultaneously.
Exactly. That's why disease outbreak become much more likely.
Oh, so we go to economic impact. Besides the health concern, what the economic consequence for the farm?
The consequences can be substantial, but under chronic stress typically consume less and show slower growth rate. Peak conversion efficiency become poor, mortality increase, veterinary treatment costs also rise.
And when production performance decrease, farm for profitability decline as well.
Correct. That's why stress management should be viewed as both an animal welfare issue and economic issue. Based on this case, several management weaknesses can be identified. First is excessive stocking density. Second is inadequate transportation management. Third is poor environmental control.
What solution would you recommend?
First, firms should reduce stocking density to minimize competition and stress. Second, transportation practice should be improved through better handling, shorter travel duration, and proper ventilation. And last, ventilation system within poultry house should be optimized to maintain good air quality.
Nutrition also play an important role. So supplementation with antioxidants such as vitamin C, vitamin E, and selenium may help reduce oxidative stress and support immune function.
And of course, biosecurity should never be neglected.
Absolutely. Measures as visitor control, regular disinfection, disease monitoring, and proper litter management are essential for reducing pathogen exposure.
So before we conclude, let's summarize the key point from our discussion.
Alright. Stress is a psychological response to environmental and management challenge.
Chronic stress activates the HPA axis and increases corticosterone production, which suppress immune function.
Trans- Transportation, overcrowding, heat stress, and poor ventilation major contribute to immunosuppression in intensive poultry farming.
Effective management and good nutrition, proper housing and strong biosecurity are essential for maintaining both health and productivity. So, for conclusion, stress-induced immune suppression is a significant challenge in intensive poultry farming. Although intensive systems improve production efficiency, they may expose birth to multiple stressors that weaken immunity and increase disease susceptibility.
Alright. Understanding the psychological mechanism behind stress allow us to identify the root cause of disease outbreak.
rather than focusing only on treatment. Farmers should prioritize preventive management strategies that minimize stress and support immune function.
Okay. By improving welfare, nutrition, environmental condition, and biosecurity, poultry farm can achieve better health outcome and more sustainable production. Thank you for listening our podcast. We hope this discussion has improved your understanding of stress-induced immune suppression in intensive poultry farming. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.